Hello everyone, I'm back again with one more exhibition. This is Floral-Fauna exhibition by Bimal Saigal at Lalit Kala Akademi. ये जो स्पेस देख पा रहे हैं आप, मैं अभी ललित कला अकेडमी के बाहर हूँ एंड यस आई एम एंटरिंग द स्पेस ललित कला अकेडमी न्यू दिल्ली क्लाइंबिंग अपस्टेयर्स टू गैलरी नंबर 2. गैलरी नंबर 2 में है इनका एग्जीबिशन और यहाँ पे आप देख पाएंगे यूनिक एग्जीबिशन नेचर को लेके. The roots, stem, branches of trees, plants have been used by Bimal Saigal. वो अपने बारे में भी बताएंगे. वो इंडियन फॉरेन सर्विस में थे. He was a diplomat. He is also a writer. He is a photographer. He is a painter. He is a sculptor. He is into many things. So let's start this journey and stay with Artkeeper to know more about this unique exhibition and this artist. So stay with Artkeeper. So let's enter the gallery. Yeah, I get into this kind of moments where someone just recognize Artkeeper and say hi. It feels great. Artkeeper काफ़ी लोग देखते हैं. I've got a lot of subscribers and people are subscribing regularly. आप भी सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और देखते रहिए एग्जीबिशंस, सुनते रहिए आर्टिस्ट की अपनी बातें. And this is the exhibition space. I'll read out some part from his catalog or literature that he has given me. Pioneered by the artist, it is a unique art of discovering lifelike animal and human forms lurking within roots and branches of plants and trees. Figures are enhanced by removing redundant portions without any carving or shaping, and that's the best part. He has got an eye to see things, to discover things. He is discovering them. वो ढूंढते हैं चीज़ों को नेचर में. वो इनमें कोई एडिशन नहीं कर रहे हैं, इसको कर्व आउट नहीं कर रहे हैं, किसी तरह के कोई छेड़छाड़ नहीं कर रहे इसके साथ. ही इज़ जस्ट डिस्कवरिंग देम. खोज कर रहे हैं नेचर में से. बहुत बड़ी बात है ये और मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे काफ़ी लोग कर सकते हैं. और जैसे ही मैंने इस एग्जीबिशन को देखा मुझे लगा कि नहीं, मुझे ये डॉक्यूमेंट करना चाहिए, मुझे आर्टिस्ट से बात करना चाहिए. पीपल, यू नो, एवरीबॉडी, स्टूडेंट्स, आर्ट लवर्स, एवरीबॉडी शुड गेट टू सी दिस यूनिक वर्क्स. दिस आर फाइंडिंग्स बेसिकली. ही इज़ अ सीकर. ही सीक आउट थिंग्स. वो देखते हैं, ढूंढते हैं. ऐसे यूनिक एग्जीबिशंस और होने चाहिए. और कुछ देर बाद हम उनसे भी बात करेंगे, उनसे सुनेंगे बिमल जी से कि वो क्या कहते हैं अपने काम के बारे में या अपने हॉबी के बारे में या अपने आर्ट के बारे में.
doing this exhibition for the art lovers. It was my desire. Though I have done these exhibitions, this is the fourth one.
Okay.
First one was the virtual one. Actually, way back in 1999, beginning of 99, they had done.
Okay.
They had shown my,
Where, sir?
artwork.
Where it was online? It was an online thing?
Actually, they carried a program on DD National. There used to be a program of various, interesting cultural aspects of India.
Okay.
It was called Surbhi.
Surbhi,
Yeah,
right.
it was very prestigious and popular program then, weekly program.
Right.
Done by Siddharth Kak and
Exactly,
hosted by Renuka Shahane.
Renovation, right.
Yeah, so each one, all the families, they love to see that program, and they interestingly they carried program on me, on my
Okay.
work.
Okay.
And so this was done in way back in January 99. This was aired.
Okay.
So subsequently, I've been collecting these pieces since very beginning of I think 1990. I've been doing it.
Okay.
I was inspired by having seen some gross logs in my posting in Afghanistan. We used to be given a heating allowance in the form of wood.
Okay.
So out of those, that stock, sometimes I would see that some pieces were very interesting.
Right.
So those fascinated me towards this art. It's
Okay.
very unique art. I would say come to that.
Okay.
So those arts, those pieces, I displayed there after having worked a bit on them.
Okay.
But I left them because they were so huge and difficult from logistic point of view.
Right.
So when I came back, my mother had, out of our kitchen gardens, removed an entangled this what do you call root of
Okay.
a grapevine.
Okay.
So she kept for me. She asked the gardener to keep it aside. And then when I came back from that posting, I did work on that, and out of that, an interesting piece came.
Okay.
And along with that, I did 3 more pieces, and then some magazine, reputed magazine, carried that. So
Okay.
that really attracted me to this.
It was way back in
novel art.
in
That
which
was
year,
done in 93, beginning of 93. So this was.
Please.
So this was in the beginning of 93 when this magazine carried, and that was really, it was very pictorial, expansive account of my artwork.
Okay.
So that inspired me to do some more pieces. So subsequently, in my then came my Canada posting.
Okay.
And in Canada,
In which year, sir?
that I was there from 92 and to 96, middle of 96.
Okay.
There also I got some interesting pieces of jumbles of wood, roots and branches and in the form of hedges.
Okay.
So which attracted me more towards this kind of possibility. So and then subsequently later on in from 2007 to 11, I was posted in Islamabad. There also I had an opportunity to work on many pieces because we used to have a huge vacant plot for our residences.
Okay.
And when this was being cleared, the gardener would fondly catch me a consignment of all that wood and waste and all that. Out of that created so many pieces. So this is gradually over the past 33 years now, I can say that I've been doing all this, and I'm quite happy and content that I have been able to create some over 150 pieces.
Okay.
And which I have been clinging on to. This is just my sheer hobby. I don't offer them for sale or it is only in my possession.
Okay.
And at display at my house.
It's just on display. So you
yeah,
not sell
so
them.
this is no, these are not for sale. So
Okay.
people do ask me that, but I am not a businessman. I'm not selling my art. This is just those who are interested. I will give to my relatives and friends and all that. So this is the way it has been. And the interesting part is that why I call it a unique and interesting art is that it is an art based on nature.
Right.
I respect the nature. Nature has created this. I am simply
Absolutely.
a discoverer.
You're not giving any form to them.
I am only a discoverer. I
Right.
see the shapes because God has given me this say very a kind of blessing that
You have
I
the eye to see things.
eye to see the things. So there's a blessing from God, the nature, that I have been able to visualize things. I've been able to perceive things. So that's why I call it is not an art of innovation. It is an art of perception.
Right.
I find spot things, living things within the roots
Right.
and branches of trees, living animated, be they human beings or different species of animals.
Right.
So I extract them. I do not carve them. I
Right.
simply enhance the figure
Absolutely.
by removing the redundant portions.
Right.
So that's why it comes out, and sometimes I see something and people do see something else also. But it is definitely
It's up to their perception.
it's very natural that what I see people see differently. So it is human perception as such of different things, what they visualize, what they see.
Right.
So I am here this afternoon. I am happy that this is the third day of its exhibition, and there's a lot of response from people.
Right.
And people do inquire, people do ask, and they are really, kind of excited, and they do admire that this. Even the Akademi staff here, they told me they have been interestingly bringing in their friends in groups and telling them, see, this is the thing to be seen, because paintings and rest of the things they are so common.
Right.
Everyone does, and that, but this is a unique kind of art.
Right.
And those people, the Akademi staff told me that in their experience of 25 years or so, they haven't seen anything like that. This is the first time. So that's why I claim that I am a pioneer of
Right.
this art. And of course, I am happy and that it has been covered widely in newspaper, magazines,
Right.
and print media, digital, and even electronically on TV channels and all.
Please subscribe and press the bell button for future notifications. Thank you.
I have around now, say 150 pieces. So which is quite a problem for me from logistics angles. How to
Right.
keep them, where to preserve them.
Right.
Only a few pieces I have been able to display at my home, and rest are kept in boxes. I do have to take care of them. From time to time, take them out. Clean them. Sometimes they require lacquer to prevent them against devastation through insects or termites.
Right.
So these have been kept safely in, but they do offer me some challenge as to how to, and of course with that comes the problem as to what is their ultimate fate.
Right.
What I have to do with them.
Right.
So I'm looking for some kind of arrangement, where some museum is there for this kind of study on natural arts,
Right.
where I can donate a sizable collection of this free of cost, and because I'm not into any business proposition out of it, and as I was telling you that this is the fourth exhibition. First was the Surbhi, which was in beginning of '99, and then I was honored, I can say, that by ICCR and the Omani Society for Fine Arts.
Okay.
They collaborated and they held an exhibition of my exhibits, which were also found very unique by the people
That happened in India?
Sultanate of Oman.
That
it was
in Oman or?
Oman.
Okay.
It was done by the Omani Society for Fine Arts.
Okay.
So they gave me the space. ICCR supported it.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was done in May 2014.
Okay.
Then in India also, I did, Foreign Service Institute of India, they mounted an exhibition for foreign and Indian diplomats. That was done somewhere in middle of 2020. So this is the fourth one which I am doing now.
Okay.
So I feel quite elated that this is a national. This Lalit Kala Academy is a national institution,
Obviously, yes.
and they have found me worth for this kind of display. I am honored, and it gives me deep satisfaction also that my works, which have been lying uncared in boxes, they have got some viewership, and people, of course, are admiring it. People are,
Absolutely.
coming with their comments, and they say that they have never ever found this kind of display before, and they do relate to it. They come and tell me that they also similarly see situations where they find human figures or animals within the nature, like in clouds formation you can see, on the wall you can see,
Right.
anywhere on a natural texture you can see this kind of things.
Right.
So it is, I am also sort of promoting this art. I am asking people to go ahead and do it. So let this be on a wider stage, and let people develop this hobby and cultivate it so that it's more popular, rather than I'm doing it alone, and people should also do it, so this kind of art flourishes.
Absolutely.
You see, it has so many logistic aspects also to preserve and work on this kind of work or this kind of art, which requires space and time. And I'm really thankful to my family, my wife, my two daughters, one of whom is with us today here, Gunjan Saigal.
Right.
and she has seen all this art being developed, and she would like to perhaps comment on something on this.
Well, yeah, not only this unique form of art, aside from this passion, I've obviously witnessed so many different art forms that my father has exposed me and my sister to. I mean, he's a wonderful artist who has worked across sculpturing, sketching, poetry, etching, and of course the art form that we are here to display today. But I think that in terms of support, I mean, I don't think that it was our support in such, but an opportunity with him that we got exposed to so many different passions that a human being could have aside from their regular,
Right.
9 to 5 job. And being a diplomat, I'm sure he has been exposed to a wide variety of cultures, and it reflects in his body of work that we get to see it here today, as well
Right.
as the forms. So we are grateful in turn instead that we got exposed to this wide spectrum of his artistic ability.
Okay. And whatever other things your father is involved with, like with writing or with
So
other
poetry,
things?
he's actually, he's penned down a lot of ghazals also, in fact, yes. Some beautiful work done there.
Okay.
Paintings, sketching, there is a wide variety of things that he
Yeah,
has
so many
worked on
things.
in
I was
the
a
past few
columnist
years.
also for a foreign newspaper for 3 years.
Okay.
Weekly, this column was there.
In which newspaper and where?
It was Observer in Oman.
Oman.
So
Okay.
I have been in this writing business since 1972, from my college days also.
Okay.
So I used to be correspondent for Daily Press, student correspondent. So this writing passion, keeps on side by side.
Okay.
So this is also there, and I give equal weightage to my other passions as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to Artkeeper. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and share with your friends and loved ones. Please support Artkeeper. Thank you so much.